Slower growth rate, yet still at a reasonable and stable range. And this is also the first time for the total volume of China's economy to exceed 90 trillion yuan. In the last quarter of 2018, the country's economy slowed to 6.4% year-on-year, and this is actually the slowest growth in nearly 3 decades. However, Ning Jizhe, head of the National Bureau of Statistics, said at the press conference that although the world's second-largest economy is facing increased downward pressure, the country's economy is sustaining a momentum of progress. And despite the ongoing trade tension with the United States, China's trade volumes remains on the upswing in 2018. Exports were up over 7%, and imports rose nearly 13%.
Trade volume set a new record by topping 30 trillion yuan for the first time. The total imports and exports achieved the set goal of stable and positive development with increased volume and optimized structure.
With consumer spending driving over 75% of the nation's GDP growth, Ning says the role of consumption will be further enhanced in 2019.
CGTN. Throughout 2018, consumption growth was stable, but there are worries about downgraded consumption. What is your view on this? And we have also noticed that consumption in Q4 decreased from 78% to 76%.
This year's consumption contributed more to China's GDP growth than last year. The figure for the fourth quarter was slightly lower than the third quarter. So in general, for Chinese people, they have more income, and the consumption structure as a whole is being upgraded.
Meanwhile, the country's high-tech manufacturing has witnessed fast growth.
High-tech manufacturing and equipment manufacturing investment have increased by 16.1% and 11.1% compared to last year.
Ning Jizhe also says despite the growth, there are concerns over the change amid the stable economic performance, with external environment getting complicated and downward pressure getting intensified. There are some assumptions that China's economy will get worse before it gets better. However, the head of National Bureau of Statistics, Ning Jizhe, said that in 2019, China's economy will continue its efforts to guarding against risk as well as advancing reforms in order to realize a stable, inclusive economic growth. So, CGTN, 北京。